Welcome back to Drang nach Osten, the drive east. Well, actually, we're slowly driving westward, but the intention is to go east. So, yeah. This is, of course, Gamer 1745 here playing Hearts of Iron 3. And we are trying to stabilize the front line as best we can here. Okay. Okay, the Italian army is here finally. It's a pretty decent headquarters bunch. We'll send that up to there. We'll set these guys this way. Help stabilize our front here. Yeah, why don't we come here, select all, and make sure they can all get reinforcements. Okay, you're going to sort of stay back. Some of these guys might do better down in the Crimea, but, well. The Forever Purge, okay, don't know that I've seen the trailers for that yet. Says barriers, you can cut them off by having some. Yeah, if we could, maybe. Just need more generals to handle all this stuff. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but we're starting to stabilize the line here a bit. Yeah, I got Finland to you. Another note: how's the faction doing? Any nation left perhaps leaning towards the Axis? I don't know that we get Portugal in. I wish we got some of the Japanese puppets. I got to start next. A lot of the pressure for it is now easing on me. I will say this, those watching, I've last few weeks have been rather sort of pressure filled. Not bad things, just had to get stuff done in a fixed period of time. That was a lot of work and a lot of stuff. So I feel a little burnt out, quite honestly. Trying to keep everything up, and this last week you probably noticed there were hardly any videos going up. It was just because I didn't make any on the weekends and didn't do much else, so I'm not really burned out from wanting to play or having fun with it. It's just a lot of pressure and things, so hopefully that will ease up here and I'll get to modding things and get Hearts of Iron the Black Ice for Hearts of Iron 3 done soon. Okay, well, they're not going to hold, so you guys come this way. We find them. But getting to the point is I want to make an event that the Japanese puppets, once Japan is in the Axis, these guys join the faction. So I want to do that. Just a bunch of stuff I want to do that I haven't been doing. That hopefully this next coming week I'll get to doing. But yeah, I think that's about it for our faction members. Got quite a few. We do have we do have these guys. Bulgaria. And finally some time ago, but yeah. You just don't get a word on the map. But help the front is when those wannabe partisans kill. You can bring those forces to the this. Get this stuff down. That'll be a lot of units here. That'll be frontward bound. It'll help. Slovakian division shattered. Oh my god. I think they were involved in they were involved in the attack in the swamps, I'm pretty sure. I think down in here with these guys. Okay, stop attacking. Yep, major defeat. Okay, well, finally got these guys in the front line. These guys are covering there. If they come to here and here, they'll be very sort of like area wants the other place to, cut off a bull. Oh hell, these guys are about done for. Damn. These guys have been part of that defense. Oh god. Wow. Okay, we'll pause. We've lost very high popularity and we're down to high popularity, which is not what we want, but not terrible. Okay. Alright, okay, they're just probing us along there, to there. Good. This is interesting because I done recently just a little bit of reading on Richard Sorge and whatnot. He was top aide to the ambassador, German Nazi ambassador to Japan, but he was a spy for the Soviet Union, a German communist. So once that was found out, he had to be dismissed, and then Stammer comes in. So that's an interesting thing. Supplies, yeah, you can have supplies down there. Okay, more Becker conversions, nice. We'll get some martyrs, autarky. Metal, energy, rare materials. Well, I don't need any of these things. Metal. So I don't want to reduce my efficiencies. Captured equipment, yes. That'll be fine. Okay, so here, sort of a Soviet conscript type division. Got a bunch of martyr units. Where are these? Okay, in Berlin. Tank destroyer motorcycles. These would go great added to some other units, but on their own they're not that good. Okay, good. We're going to wait for those to retreat. And of course you can have energy. Keep following Pavlonia and click on the thing because it's the thing that pops up and you want to see what it is, but you already should be knowing. Oh, SS division shattered out here. Oh, good. Oh, good. That was here, I think. Well, slowly taking down their subs. Okay, Lipstandarts here. This is, I think, down here is where they should go. Yeah, let me get them down there. Oh, whatever happened? Oh, these units here. Did I send a rest before they got there? Probably. Where did they go? I don't know. I'm not that organized here. Okay, well, we have some Italian forces here. Wow. When did these show up here? God damn. Okay. No. Okay, you're getting a promotion. And okay, the Italian. Huh. Well, more forces here. Okay, internal security type unit. Let's look at revolt risk. Okay, not doing bad. So we'll move these up here towards the front. Yes, I really do like playing slower. We'll send you out to there. Send you out that way. I know it's not concentrating the forces well, but I'm just hoping to stabilize the front a bit. Let's get away from the awful green. Okay. Can you send casts from Crim to Caucasus to help the troops in the mountains? Okay, yes, very interesting, Niagara. Yeah, it was stuff like that that got the idea that Stalin didn't have to defend the Far East. And like you're saying, and now I will say the troops for the winter offensive. Okay, here's a look. This is just going off memory. Growing up, I learned that because Japan was, whether it's Richard Shorge or other intelligence, they sent the Far East Army to the west and was able to do the winter offensive. But my understanding, and that I think I got from World at War, a great series, and other things. But I think that's a bit of a myth. Now, I think that almost none of the Far East forces get sent west at that time. It's really more forces that were, back here at the time, training up, not forces way out here. They get sent west. Now, of course, you go, well, those forces might have been sent far east if they really thought Japan was going to attack. I don't think so. I really don't think that's the case. Partially dealing with it is that, again, I'm going off of some memory from stuff I've read in the last 2 or 3 years, or documentaries I've seen in the last 2 or 3 years. And so I'm sure I'm getting some of this wrong. But a lot of the forces on the 41 Winter Offensive or counteroffensive, or however you want to say it, were equipped with T-34s. I don't think, and I could be wrong, but I don't think there were many T-34s in the Far East. All of the photos I've ever seen in the Far East were like BT-5s and BT-7s, these BT series. I don't know if some of the photos are clear enough to see. And now a lot of that stuff is coming from Kalkin Gul, which, what is in 39, I believe it is, or is it 38? 38 or 39. So that would be too early for the T-34s anyways. But I really don't think, and my understanding of the Soviet philosophy, they don't send out their good or their new forces to the extremes of the Soviet empire, or the Soviet greater nation, if you will. And it's sort of like the Turkish philosophy, or the Ottoman, I should say. Is the Ottomans would buy a bunch of new rifles or machine guns or whatever, and they'd all end up being put in storage and just used around Constantinople, Istanbul, however you want to say it, for the sort of really reliable palace guard type units. And then when they got, then 5 years later, this was a lot of the stuff coming from the 19th century when, every 4 or 5 years, everyone was buying new rifles, re-equipping their armies because something new had come out, and, whether it was the new smokeless powders, which were first, and there were several different formulas because the French weren't giving out their formulas. Everyone was trying to replicate it. Came out with a Lebel rifle. And so, before the French come out with their smokeless powders, the Germans are coming out with a Mauser that's running a standard black powder type tubed magazine rifle, and then the French come out with the Lebel, which is also a tube magazine rifle, but with a much higher velocity. That's a big part of it, not just getting rid of the smoke. Higher velocity rounds, so you can use a smaller bullet that's lighter, going to shoot much flatter. You don't have the big arcing, and it's going, be able to do a lot more damage for its weight of bullet coming out there. And since the bullets are lighter, you can carry more bullets for the same amount of weight, blah, 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 blah. And so, the Germans got their early Mausers, done by John Paul Mauser. But then the French come out with their better cartridge, so the Germans got to redo everything. And then they're coming out with the stripper clips, which instead of loading the tubular magazine, because they have found that if you want to shoot 10 rounds from a single shot rifle, that's breech loading, or you want to shoot 10 rounds out of a tube magazine rifle, they're going to shoot and those same 10 rounds about the same amount of time if you have to load them. So obviously the guy with normally they're about like 8 rounds, but if you go out with a 10 round tubular magazine rifle, okay, you got the first 10 rounds preloaded and boom, 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 of course, really fast, really good. But then once you do that, then either you're going to be loading and shooting one round at a time, like if there's like an enemy popping up and you shoot them and you load the next one, you shoot them, or you've got to spend a lot of time loading all those rounds. And so getting through a bunch of rounds, it's about the same amount of time, still a little faster to just load a tubular magazine because you can hold several rounds in your hands and quickly load them. But it's about the same. Go over to stripper clips, you're loading so much faster. So everybody but the French needs to change their rifles again, and then they change them again because they get better this or that. There's various things going on. So everybody is like 4 or 5 years from about 1885 to about 1905. But every 5 years, most of the major European powers are changing their rifles, except the French. Why don't the French change their rifles? Because they want to have a semi-auto rifle. They want to have the perfect semi-auto rifle, and they never achieve it until after World War II. But so they keep looking for perfection, and then they get into World War I, and it doesn't work, and then they come, okay, that doesn't work. We haven't got it, so then let's get a stripper clip. The Moss stripper clip loading rifle, and let's get rid of the, let's go down to 7.5. And that's the Moss 36 that is coming into use for World War II, but they still use a lot of 8mm in World War II. September 1941, the Supreme Commander decided to go against the USA. It was brought up to Stalin's via Sorge that Zhukov, I think as you mean, transferred the troops from Siberia to the Western Front. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. And I know what you're saying there, Niagara, but he transfers for sure because he is the successful general out with Kalk and Gall. But I really don't think they transfer very many forces, because one of the things the Soviets still are not telling us the truth or whatnot is going on, but people dug out more stuff from the archives. There really isn't the rail capacity to move the size of forces that they're talking about at that time, in that time frame. So yeah, I'm sure some forces made it west, but that's a long ways to go. It's Zhukov shifts coming out there. I don't think everything east of the Ural is such a big area. Yeah. So I think it was forces that were west of the Urals, now probably east of Moscow, that were training up. And see, I also know that like during the Cold War, all the good Soviet equipment was used in the armies that were in this area. There was, and that was sort of the full-time standing army of the Soviet Union, except for the main sort of force of the Soviets that was in the Berlin area, or East German area. They were also the other full-time standing Soviet army and not a call-up once tensions got high enough. But, so... Because, the Soviets had the T-55 tank, their main sort of tank. Then they come out with the T-62. And then they come out with the T-64. And then they come out with the T-72. But you never see the T-64 used anywhere. Because it's thought to be sort of the premier tank, even though they've come out with a later T-72. And it's used, in this area. It's not to where the West can get a look at it. They sort of that's sort of the Soviet sort of way, is to keep the good stuff back in here as sort of a surprise. So I really don't think they sent any T-34s or any significant number of T-34s out here to face Japan. Hey, John, how you doing? Don, where can I download the newest version of Black Ice? There is go to the I can't get over there now without crashing my game, but it's in the Black Ice forum. You'll see it's 10.52. And there'll be a thread pinned on it with the latest downloads. Anton, you should be able to get it just fine from there. If you ask again when I'm not streaming, I will post a link to the forum then, and that is the most up-to-date version as far as I know. So it's a bit of a myth, I think. So now on your Kharkov. Oh, right. Here, I think. No, it's Kursk. Where is Kharkov? It's here. There. Knew it was out here somewhere. Just wait for some years. Yes, yes. I'm sure they'll start production while I'm occupying the factory. I'm sure that'll be the method of what's going on. Buying copper from Chile, just what we need them to do. Okay, cast pilot training, probably let that continue, but let's just make sure. Yes, it's 41 date, okay. We've won that battle, okay, so we're pushing them deeper in the swamp. Yes, we want... Yes, we want to do that. They have agreed. Excellent. Crude oil. We do have plenty of crude oil. Indus Legion. Yes, sure. Okay, paid at this time. Those are removed. Conf group. Graph. Okay, Niagara. Is this K a hard K? Is this Kittle or is this Nittle? How do you say it? With the hard K or the soft K? Kittle. So, hard K. Okay. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. Okay. Oh, we got this. Okay, good. Well, I'm going to cheat just a little bit here. I like conf groups. I agree that you shouldn't just be able to build them because they become too much Uber forces. But we'll take that one there. There could have been another one, but I guess Graph didn't get loaded. Not seeing Graph here. Okay, so we have this unit here. These won't like colonial infantry. Well, I don't know if I should bother. Let's send these out here. Hello, Eric. Don't miss the end. The end. Kniffel? 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 I'm doing well. My army is dying, but I'm doing well. Kniffel. You need to buy some vowels. Germans. Hey, Rhaegar. These are going each way. Coming that way, apparently slowly, but it's more just I'm playing slowly. Panzer core shattered, which I didn't need that to happen. Okay, we're getting back to some over to passive. Let's take another look here through our... They could get in better shape before we send them up. These guys are in fair shape, so let's do passive air interception over here. Put down some Soviet bombers. You need to take a proper rest. Over this area. Go after them. Okay, I've got to stand up and stretch. You're running out of fuel. Where? Okay, where are you located? Here, is it? Just a second, let me stand. Just gotta stretch my legs a bit. There we go. They're in... Yeah, they're here. We're not getting supplies through here? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, maybe you can fly supplies down to here. Okay, well... Okay, so we've held there, good. They're attacking here again. Okay, well, let's fall you back, because I don't think we need another one. Another HQ shattered. You're going to hold the mountains, and you're going to hold the city. And yes, we'll launch the turret. And we'll expand the airbase. No need. We're going to do no need, because I don't need to waste all that. Let's find the HQ that got shattered. I think it belongs down here. Oh, it's just out here. Okay. Yeah, the cavalry regiment. That's why I was using it as front line. Where's the Latvian Legion? Where's the... I don't know where they are. It's maybe a little early for that. Wrong game, right. Okay, guys. Attack here. Battle of Tim. We've lost the Battle of Tim. That's where these guys went to. Okay. They're waiting for fuel. waiting on supplies. Well, while they're so bad on supplies, let's save this first. Well, there's not too many supplies coming through the swamps, so I don't know how good that would be, but there we go. Okay, stop ground attacking. Yeah, shoot down some Soviets. Major defeat. Oh, we're losing there. Well, I hope you guys can hold out. We don't have extra forces to send there. Oh good, we got the forces here though. Okay, Rommel. Well, all my paratroopers are down here, or all but one division, and these guys are falling back. So yeah, paratroopers would be nice if I had some to spare somewhere. As soon as these guys have retreated, then we're going to fall back down to here, because these guys are under way too much pressure. Well, I think we're going to end this episode, not the live stream, but the episode here. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. If you haven't already, of course, hit that like button and subscribe. We really do appreciate it. Thanks so much.